Welcome to Maryland's Boxing Club, one of the most popular on campus.
Your body goes into a little bit of shock and the adrenaline starts to flow.
Campus Recreation Services official Katie Hagan oversees the university's 44 sports clubs.
And a lot of times I hear like, are you crazy? Why are you supporting this?
Hagan says safety is the club's main priority. With extensive protective gear,
the injuries are pretty infrequent. Most of the time it's just a couple nosebleeds here and there, which is, pretty expected with the sport.
I'm Amanda. It's my 4th year in the club. I'm the safety officer.
And safety officers.
If you get hurt, find Amanda.
Oh, also, I have one.
We are trusting that our safety officers are able to either help that situation or call 911, get an emergency responder on campus.
But Dr. Suzanne Anderson, a brain injury specialist, says that even with protective gear, amateur boxing still carries risk.
Symptoms can be temporary, like headache, irritability, sensitivity to sound and noise and light, or they can be longer acting. And with repeated injuries, those can be cumulative effects and people can end up having more lasting trouble with memory or thinking.
A medical perspective not all amateur boxers agree with.
I don't buy it. I don't think that boxing, especially amateur boxing in college, is going to hurt my mental function later down the road.
But everyone agrees that today's amateur boxing is much safer than the university's varsity boxing a half-century ago.
In those days, when we were fighting, you didn't wear headgears.
Varsity boxing began here in 1931 and soon became one of the most popular programs at Maryland. It racked up championship titles year after year. Benny Alperstein became Maryland's first national champion and a 3-time All-American. His younger brother Hotsy was also an undefeated 2-time All-American.
It was not hard for the Alpersteins because we grew up fighting on the streets in Baltimore. I was the welterweight, Judd Lincoln was 125.
Hotsy graduated
Herb
in
Gunther
1942 with a
heavyweight,
bachelor's degree in physical education, then left to fight for World War II.
Boxing prepared me for combat. Something, I don't remember what it was.
4 years after Hotsy graduated, this freshman Maryland boxer died from a head injury suffered in a varsity fight. In 1955, Maryland's varsity boxing program was discontinued. More than 5 decades later, this man brought boxing back to campus as a club, not a varsity sport. 6 years later, the boxing club has grown to more than 100 members. Still, sparring on campus remains prohibited.
We were able to find an approved off-campus location so that they could safely do those things and have the liability insurance there, because we don't provide liability insurance or health insurance to our students as part of the sport club's programs.
Now, each spring, there is an on-campus tournament, but
There's a physician at ringside, and they go through and they check off that the boxer, before and after the bout, they check them out to see if there's any injuries.
It's a good workout.
the problem today is not attracting new members,
If you guys are interested, we're raffling off a pair of gloves.
but
just on the
funding
right.
them.
You'll see it.
Despite the
Boxing gloves.
obstacles, students keep coming.
It takes courage to get in the ring. It takes more courage to get to practice, honestly.
Veterans say the lessons last a lifetime.
Things don't always go well, and boxing or fighting helped you combat those kinds of things and overcome them.
Even generations later. In College Park, I'm Anna Sebastian, Maryland Newsline.